The King of Hyrule, like, get me Feyre, you know?
That Welcome back to Under the Mountain, an ACOTAR podcast. My name's Lauren.
And I'm Frank.
And today we are going to be discussing Chapter 17 of A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. On the heels of our disastrous attempt to do 2 chapters last time.
Yep.
We're back. This might be short. That was why we were trying to tag it on to chapter 16. We like this chapter.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Which often does net less conversation because there's not a lot of ranting to be had.
Just go, yeah, that was good. That was good.
Well, maybe we'll think of some interesting things to say. Okay, we were a little critical of chapter 16. We were back hating Feyre a bit because of her engagements with Alice. Then we get a little bit of a redemption here. It's one of her few things that Feyre seems to be good at.
Yes.
The girl's good in an emergency. She should be working in the ER, ideally.
Definitely. Get this girl in the infirmary. She's a cleric or something. I don't know. Yeah.
She is good, and I would maybe like Feyre around for a real emergency.
Sure.
So full disclosure, we both cried.
Yeah.
And I cried the first time I read this. Now, I'll say, for me, this isn't that impressive. Like, there's a really high chance I cry at almost anything I'm reading, watching. Like, I
commercials,
just cry.
Yeah.
For me, it's the opposite, where it's not like, oh, wow, if you made me cry, this was so good. I'm like, if I didn't cry, that means you really did a bad job. You fucked up really badly if I didn't cry.
Probably true.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was surprised, though, that you cried. Not that you're, like, uniquely hard to make cry.
No, I cry. I'm an
like
occasional. I'm a medium crier.
Right. It's not hard to make you cry, but it's also like you're not like me.
No.
So the fact that it made you cry makes me like, oh, okay, there was something to this.
And it's the my wings of it all. You know, simple but effective.
Simple but effective. Yes.
That man was in death throes, and it was just so sad.
Yeah, it was. So let's get into it.
Okay.
Feyre is asleep. She wakes up suddenly from a nightmare about the Suriel, the Naga, and a pale, faceless woman dragging her blood-red nails across her throat, splitting her open bit by bit. And she kept asking for her name, and every time Feyre would try to speak, blood would bubble out of her neck, choking her. That was cool.
Sure. Yeah. Is this important, you think? Like, this feels like it could come back. I don't know.
Okay, I don't think it's like trying to like not make you think that. But yeah, you could, I mean, I was gonna say like you could feasibly write it off like, oh, she's just having bad dreams because of all the bad stuff that happened. But it's like very specific.
It's extremely specific. And then there's all these things like in these books where you're like, yeah, you should have mentioned that. Yeah, you should have brought that up. And she's not going to be able to. So like,
well, not right now, but we have read chapter 18. That's one thing. Usually we have not read ahead of whatever we're talking about, but today that's not the case. We do know about chapter 18, and she still doesn't bring it up then.
Got a lot of downtime there, yeah.
But this might push it out of her mind.
Makes sense,
right?
Yeah, everything that happened tonight, and also I'm gonna guess, whoever this is probably has some sort of
mind wipe,
narcotic effect. Yeah, it's just like, oh, did I dream? I don't.
Well, yeah, you do remember dreams right when you wake up,
and then they slip away.
So she wakes up, she had this bad dream, and she hears screams coming from outside the door, and she hears somebody shouting in a commanding way, and she's scared, but she decides to go out because she's heard screams like that in the woods when she didn't make a clean kill and animals suffer, and she couldn't stand it.
Fair.
So she goes to the grand hall, front doors are open, and Talon's running in with a screaming fairy over his shoulder. In her head, another species of lesser fae. I'm like, I don't know how we know these things. How do you know that's not a high fae? The way he's described, he's just like a guy with blue skin. What makes him a lesser fae?
And wings. I don't. If anything, it seems like an upgrade.
If
right?
anything, I think he's a high fae.
I don't know. She just seems to know, and then we're supposed to believe it.
So. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I'm choosing not to. I don't know what this man is. Anyway.
The higher the fae, the more human looking? Is that what I'm gathering?
But this isn't very unhuman. To my mind, we're still in human territory.
Well, he's got blue skin and black hair, but that's about
That's just a human in a new color scheme.
Yeah.
That's not anything
also,
else.
unfortunately, very Naga-esque, so...
I know. Honestly, the way you looked, that episode would have worked for this guy.
I should just do it
You
again.
just needed to add wigs.
Just do it again.
That would have been crazy. Wait, oh my god. Wait, we're both wearing blue right now.
This is to represent our boy.
Wait, what? We obviously did that on...
Random fairy from the summer court.
Okay, we must have done that subconsciously.
We did, of course we did. We're sad and we're blue. And our boy's blue.
We didn't plan that at all.
No.
That's weird.
I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
What do you think it means?
I think we both were like really meditating on this blue man's death, and then when we went into our closet, we felt attracted to blue clothing.
That's probably true.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I don't like that we're saying he's like... In terms of like the range of things we could all be as Faye, I think this is pretty humanoid.
Yeah.
All that's different is that he's blue and he's got gangly limbs and wings.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the gangly, like...
I'm imagining...
unhumanoid? Like insectoid, or...
I think I'm imagining just...
somewhere
like,
in the middle?
the Navi. You know, they're a little...
Navi, yeah.
They're a little gangly.
Yeah. Feyre Suli, yeah.
Wait, who were you replying to in the comment section about Avatar? Because...
I looked like... oh, fuck.
Who was that? Was it Lord Sithy 9?
Yes, it was Lord Sithy 9.
And you were... What the... And you wrote something crazy.
Yeah, they were saying I look like Ron Jeremy as a Navi.
Right.
Yes, which...
Accurate,
yeah. Unfortunately.
What did you... But you said something... You were like telling me what you were going to say, and then you didn't say it, but it was like kind of unhinged.
Oh. Yeah, wait, that was... I was just I was replacing the sky people with the cum people, and I don't know, I was going crazy. I wrote like 45 different comments, and I was like, I can't put these on YouTube.
Tamlin's coming in, Fairy over his shoulder. Lucien comes in the room. Tamlin's like, clear the table, and Lucien, it's all the flower vases off of it. They crash.
Okay.
It's an emergency, you know,
yeah.
red lights are going.
Good thing we got an infirmary.
Tamlin says, scouts. We don't go to the infirmary.
I know we don't. We introduced it, and we don't go there.
We had a situation where it seemed like that must be why we introduced it. Not true.
No. I guess it was only a slightly large closet with Band-Aids in it anyway.
Yeah. So Tamlin says, scouts. Who are these scouts? Found him dumped over the borderline.
I don't know. I would love to meet a scout. I'm dying to meet a scout at this point.
You never will.
No.
He's from the summer court. So he's saying, my wings, she took my wings. And you're like, this she couldn't possibly be related to the she in Feyre's nightmare, could it? But
I do wonder. It makes me kind of curious. Yeah, okay.
Sorry. What the fuck? I don't know what happened in here. I wrote, Tamlin flicks a hand and bandages, but it autocorrected it to Bangladesh. Okay.
Yo, we made Bangladesh that easily? Tamlin is a high lord.
Seems like the plight is calming down.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You have no idea how easy it is for him to make Bangladesh.
Tamlin flicks his hand, bandages, and streaming water appear on the table. I couldn't really picture that. It's okay.
It's like when a magician opens his sleeves. It's like bandages just flying over the guy.
So Feyre comes over to the table.
There is no blight in the spring court. Tamlin's just... His sleeves are filled with magic healing.
She's shocked by how gruesome the wings look. They look like they're all sawed off in uneven bits, right? And I felt like I could really picture this scene very well.
Yes, I agree.
I felt like I could picture this little fairy, big fairy, whatever. I pictured what the stumps look like, the room. I don't know. Yeah. It had something about it that was easy to go with. It describes his skin as shimmering with veins of pure gold, iridescent like a blue butterfly. I was like, this sounds pretty. I wish all of the Fae had this level of otherness.
Yeah,
right?
Agreed. Yeah.
Like, I wanted every love interest in this to have some aspect of this going on.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That's when I heard about the series. Again, I say this a lot, but I just assumed by default
that's what we're going.
That's what I was getting.
Of course, yeah.
So crazy to be like, no, actually, it's just these random one-off characters that mean nothing and are irrelevant, and everybody you engage with a ton is the boring ones.
It would be really weird to be eroticizing not normal guys, right?
So
in the
weird.
book filled with the concept of not normal guys, right?
But again, like, they are, this is a very I'm willing to go all sorts of crazy places. To me, this is like scratching the surface of crazy or weird. Like I said, it's just a guy in a new color gradient.
Yes. That's not that weird.
I don't know.
His veins are a different color than they should be. Woohoo.
Crazy. That's
he's
nuts.
a little longer than he should be.
Whoa.
It's like writing a book about like werewolf summer camp. Like we're gonna get fucked by hot wolf dudes, and then it's just like they're only in their human form the whole summer.
Yeah, and they're just
Sorry.
a little
hairy.
extra body hair.
They're a little hairy.
Tamlin's trying to clean the stumps of the injured fairy. The fairy's trying to get off the table. Feyre just like has an instinct, and she grabs the fairy and pins him down, which is kind of, like, that is kind of baller, right? To do in that situation.
And they didn't do that thing. Like, they paid homage to the fact that, like, he's wounded and he's at an compromised position, and it's like that's how she's able to like hold him, and it still takes everything she's got. You know, it's a cool moment for Feyre. Yeah,
and it felt totally earned. Like, her character up to this point, you're like, she would definitely do that.
Yeah, definitely.
It seems reasonable for her to do, and it is cool. And you like, it's like seeing her and Tamlin having this thing that they can do together. That's like this intense, like in moments of great emotion, they're able to like be calm and try and figure it out. I like. And it sounds like he like feels like a dolphin. His skin is like slippery and velvet. A texture I would never be able to paint. Not even if I had an eternity to master it. And in the next chapter, she says something exactly like that, like about the glade they go to. And it's like, I need us to like use any other version of describing something being otherworldly or amazing. It can't always just be Feyre can't paint it.
I know.
Like, I just am tired of this.
I agree. She can only like think of beautiful things in terms of her ability to paint it, which is not very high right now.
So Feyre, when she sees beauty, the only way she can appreciate it is if she can own it. But that's not true. She is appreciating these things even though she can't.
But she wants to own it. She wishes to contextualize it in terms of something that she can create herself.
That she can do.
Yes. And we do get into that a little bit in next chapter. We shouldn't be doing this. But starting to understand her lack of capacity.
Right, yes.
For emotionality is an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Because usually you don't get characters that are self-aware of that.
Yeah, that's true.
She's like, I cannot handle that. Like, you know?
Yeah.
And I think painting is a way for her to
handle it.
She's trying to put it in a little box.
Right.
And she's like, this is too big. I can't put it in a box. And meanwhile...
poor Lucien's in the room. She looks over. This man looks bad. He's pale. Looks like he's about to throw up. He doesn't look okay. Tamlin's like, Lucien. And I did really like this detail that Lucien's eye keeps like... His mechanical eye keeps narrowing and widening on the stumps.
It's on the fritz
like it's just
almost,
like zooming in and then like backing back out. And then he does throw up and he runs away. But I will just tally that in my corner of Lucien's eye is strange and mechanical.
Not a beautiful little like, ooh, it's just a glass eyeball.
Maybe Sarah does retcon that later.
Maybe
she does. And maybe once you get further in, you're like, what do you mean? It's never described that way ever again. But as of right now, all I can tell you is that I'm hearing about this thing, like, literally, like, mechanically not working.
Like a camera lens going...
Which is
like
cool.
zooming.
I love that. Yeah. It was one of the parts of the scene that I thought was really effective and cool to imagine, and one of the only things so far that makes these high fae seem like anything other than a guy.
Yep.
So, love that. Upset if it is taken away. And I'm only saying it because, for whatever reason... The clip of me talking about his eye is like the most popular thing on all of TikTok.
By far, yeah.
And everybody in the comments is like, his eye's not weird.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. Does that sound normal? No. So Feyre starts comforting the fairy, and Tamlin's like realizing that the wounds aren't going to heal. Tamlin says he can't use his magic for any major damage since the blight. And Feyre's like, I think the fairy's going to die.
The refrain is very sad.
Right.
My wings, she took my wings. And I really weirdly feel it was repeated over and over again, and it felt like every time it was being said, it meant something else, which is so interesting.
Yeah, okay.
It was like, ow, I'm in pain. I'm so sad I can't
Right.
fly. Like it's like she took my legs, you know, in a way. Definitely the best thing she's done so far in this book, I think.
Yeah, like by far. Well,
Like the emotionality of the scene is
I'll
tight.
stick with. I still think the first chapter is really good. I
Sure.
think if we even want,
Sure.
I'm still kind of almost like weirded out by it. I'm like, if we go back and read it, I think we are going to be like, she wrote this. Like, what? Where'd this
Same
go?
girl.
Where
Yeah.
did this go?
I know.
Anyway, but this scene is solidly in that first chapter category.
Yeah.
Also, he has sharp teeth, which I liked. I want my leading men to have sharp teeth.
Yeah.
And
well, he's got dolphin skin, sharp teeth, gold veins, gangly arms, and wings. He's not wearing a mask, too.
Well, yeah, because he's from the summer court.
Isn't that interesting?
Okay, so this is I guess the first time she's seeing a fairy
Anyone
without
from
a mask. That's true.
Not from this court besides Lucien, who
she
isn't wearing a mask.
I say she hasn't seen anybody not wearing a mask.
Correct. Yeah.
Except the Surreal, I guess, and the Naga.
Andros didn't revert, huh? When she killed it.
Yeah, that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
You'd
Just
think
stay as a wolf body.
that'd be really inconvenient for the plot.
That
so-
would, yeah, you're so right. Wait, we got to be super vigilant of any other shapeshifted people dying and then turning back.
You're so right, except like nobody's shape-shifting ever again. So
Not even if we're having parties for the power?
she's also thinking about she wants to paint. We do it again. She won't ever be able to paint his hair.
Oh my god.
All right,
This girl cares about one thing.
and it's paint.
It's paint, yeah.
So this is kind of interesting character moment. She tells him he's gonna get his wings back,
Yeah.
and he asks if she swears, which we spent a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you gonna say?
Keep going.
Okay, well, whatever. He says, "Do you swear?" And she says yes, and then she thinks it's the first false vow she ever swore.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Why would you build her characterization from the beginning on the importance of vows to her specifically? And then not only that, but vows in terms of a fairy story
I know.
are
Yeah,
like
that's true.
vitally important.
Well, I guess we're subverting it.
That vows don't mean shit in Prythian.
But the whole point of the Fae having this like thing with the vows is because it's like steeped in this like mysticism
Yeah.
that when you reverse it, I don't it's just like kind of
Well, it's part of like how their magic functions. Like it's a language based like power system.
Well, it's
usually,
a thing created to create a distinction, one of many distinctions between how humans operate and how Fae operate to make them different than us.
Correct.
So it's like I don't know, but then I guess that's the message, it's like the humans are the real monsters. And when you came over the wall, and the Fae are actually.
Why'd you let that thing in here to Tamlin talking about Feyre? Why'd you let that beast across the wall, Tamlin?
So she was obsessed with vows. Now but anyway, I didn't hate it. Like I already hate that the Fae don't operate really like Fae.
Yeah.
In any way, generally speaking, other than having magic. So I'm already pissed about that. So I feel like maybe I've already mourned that.
Fair.
And so now I'm in this spot where I'm like, okay, for a character moment, that's like some growth on her part.
Yeah. Not being so rigid.
Yeah, being willing to lie in this situation. And then she does think about it later where she's like, well, I don't know where he went. Maybe he does have wings, which that's the logic I would operate on.
Sure.
I'd be like, I think
but
maybe
you didn't get him back.
She does.
Doesn't she say,
says,
I'll get your wings?
No,
you'll get them back. Okay, all right.
You thought she was making the promise she would get his wings
Yeah,
back
I'll get them back.
No.
God damn it, I'll find those wings.
Feyre takes one of the fairy's hands, Tamlin takes the other one, and then Tamlin says his prayer that you did comment on in the last episode that you were like, it is a nice prayer, but you were like, it also is pretty, like, generic in a,
it's
like, of our world kind of way.
It barely makes the back of a prayer card. Like, it's not a very good prayer for a human. It's definitely not a good prayer.
Really? I think it's a sweet prayer.
It's sweet.
In our world. If somebody showed up to a memorial with that, I would be like, that's really nice.
Sure.
I'm like, once you get me into your fairy story and I'm in the other land, I just want things to feel
a little zhuzhy, you know? Like they gotta have
a little
yeah.
zhuzh. Like just saying
But
dropping cauldron isn't enough.
Here's the thing, right? Like if I show up to a memorial, I drop that prayer, you're like, that was so sweet.
Yeah.
But if like the King of England comes to a memorial and drops that prayer, I'm a little
let me
like,
look at it.
That's all you got, man?
I think it's nice.
Cauldron save you, mother hold you. Pass through the gates and smell that immortal land of milk and honey. Fear no evil, feel no pain. Go and enter eternity.
It's nice.
It's fine. It's fine.
Like, in the emotionality of the scene, like, when I was reading it and I was feeling really sad for this Faye, it hit for me.
Yeah.
But I'm not, like, there's no Tolkien over here, you know,
Well,
like...
that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
and they would be Tolkien.
Yes, I know, but everything is beholden to the level that the author can reach. What can she do? I couldn't write.
She could take a little bit more time to try. That's all I'm trying to say.
saying,
Save that to the end and work on it until it's tight.
These people, the same way they don't want the Fae...
I know.
A lot of the audience, they don't want the fairies to be weird. This guy would have been too weird as a love interest. They don't want the poem to be that weird or complicated.
I know. But let's break it down, right? Cauldron save you. So cauldron's some sort of universal concept.
Yes.
Mother holds you. God. Sure.
Okay, yeah.
Or, some sort of deity.
Yeah.
Pass through the gates. We like a gate metaphor.
Right.
Yeah. And smell that immortal land of milk and honey. So, milk and honey, I understand, is like a springtime thing, right? Like milk and honey is like it evokes prosperity, right?
Yeah.
They live in the land of that stuff already.
That's true.
They live in spring.
But I guess you're going to the...
how much better is the milk and honey of heaven smelling when, like, the spring court?
What the hell else? What do they... I don't know. It's like...
You gotta get into Starlight. You gotta get into...
Yeah, Starlight would have been good. It feels a little, like, too Christian heaven adjacent.
Well, that's... Yeah.
Or something for me, I guess. But also not. It has a little bit of
Walk
a
through the valley of the death, I'll fear no evil.
Yeah,
fear no evil.
It's there.
Feel no pain. Go and enter eternity.
I would have, I think, tried to do more like a botanical...
Yeah. No kidding.
Sort of vibe with it. To make it feel a little less generic.
Your seeds are sown.
Oh, that's nice.
May you, as you grow on the vine heavy, now you wither and rot, but you will return eternal.
Something
in
like
spring.
that would be
That's off the
nice.
top of my dome.
Right,
I didn't write this.
Okay. Well, it functioned just enough for it not... Like, I did read it and go, like, a little, like... and then move on. But it also did affect me enough that it, like, kept me in the sad state I was in.
Sure. Yeah, it didn't violate the scene by any means.
It didn't.
But God forbid a man want more. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, right. So then the fairy dies, and like it's a lot sad. I don't know, for anybody who's watching this, there's at least one or two of you who are just getting your ACOTAR via this podcast and have not read it. I swear it's sadder, but if I really get into the nitty gritty, I will cry. So let's. Yeah. I'm trying to avoid that.
He does look so sad, doesn't he?
He does. Yeah, he does.
And Feyre's being really sweet to him.
Stop! Why are you doing that? Okay.
So she's staying with him after he passes, and she's stroking his hair. And there's a lot of imagery throughout this chapter of blood being on Tamlin. Mm-hmm. Tamlin's covered in blood all the time, like constantly covered in blood.
Yeah.
But now Feyre's also covered in blood.
Well, they already nogged together.
They did, but now the blood's coating her and pooling, and she's standing in the pool of blood, stroking his hair and saying that she didn't know how long a soul lingered in a body, so she didn't want to leave him alone yet.
But I thought that was sweet. That endeared her to me.
Yeah.
I think that's a very kind... Because, like, they do, throughout the book, they're always, like, kind of being like, oh, Feyre, you're so good, you're so kind. Like, you're getting that a lot from Tamlin. Even Lucien kind of, like, pays lip service to this idea. And this does some lifting for me, where I'm like, this is really kind, so that is in her.
Yes, I agree.
Even if she does quite often lock that up, I think.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to engage with big feelings until she's like... Maybe that's why she likes stuff like this and feels drawn to it, because it's the only thing that
for her.
Lets her, like, get in touch with her emotions. Because this is, like, a level of kindness that I feel like we don't that doesn't come off of her
No.
much. Like you can't see it in there.
There are some people who are built for war zones in a way. There are people who are they thrive in the chaos of like existential threat almost. Feyre seems to be one of those characters, and I think unfortunately she's going to find herself not in that scenario all the time. So she's going to struggle emoting and dealing with emotions in a courtly sense.
Right. Two ways to look at it. There's like one way of like, let's find a way to make use of this part of you that's like naturally comes out, which I like agree with. But then there's also a part of it that goes like, okay, but maybe we could also like
you need to learn how to go backwards too.
Like is there any way we could adjust? Because maybe there's a part of that that's not great.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know.
No, of course. It's not a great quality for normal life.
No.
It can be a good quality in an extreme situation. But then that person needs to live a normal life 98% of the time. So then they kind of become a shitty person until they're really needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. I think her sentiments here are nice, and I don't think that they like contradict anything about her character at this point. Right?
Yeah, I
like
agree.
I'm like
No.
what she's the ways she's annoying and bad can coexist very much with this part of her.
Yeah. But
so,
like you said, this does not erase the shitty and annoying parts of her.
No, because I'm like, well, that's nice. It's nice to know that if I were dying, you'd be nice to me. But most of the time, I'm not dying, and I have to fucking talk to you.
Which, in the next chapter, she will have that exact same opinion that we just expressed about Lucien.
How?
Just like, oh, his trauma doesn't excuse all the bad things he did.
I know.
So, we'll get there.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, she stays with him, and then eventually Tamlin's like, all right, he's gone. Like, let me, and he kind of carries her off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes her away upstairs. He tells her that he's going to go bury the fairy. And she wants to go with him, but he's like, no, like, I have to do it alone.
Yeah, so there's something interesting about this, because they have this dynamic a lot of Tamlin going to do something he deems dangerous, and Feyre being like, I should come, and him being like, no. And here, she, like, is okay with it. She eventually, her requests get more outlandish, and somehow she becomes less okay with the nose,
which is weird.
It's kind of odd, but this time she's not okay with it because that's the thing. She's okay with it because she like thinks to herself like, "Oh, I want to give Tamlin his time alone to do this."
Yeah.
She's not okay with the no in terms of it being too dangerous for her. She wouldn't have accepted that.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? She only accepts it because she can rationalize like, "Oh, he needs his time." Because she thinks she also would have wanted to have done it alone. So, I mean, it's nice that they seem to be relating to each other here a lot. So then Tamlin said, I didn't like this part so much.
Yeah.
Tamlin says, Feyre, why? You dislike our kind on a good day and after Andros, so why? Number one, I still feel irritated by everybody acting like she killed Andros on some like, I don't know, they characterize it like she was on some revenge mission.
Yeah.
And was like being like, I'm looking for a Fae to kill. And it's cut and dry that is a Fae and I'm here to murder it and blah, blah. I'm like, she wasn't like going out to look for a hate crime on Fae. She was in a weird situation where she was like, I'm not even sure.
I know.
I don't even know. And I need dinner. It's directly in, like, she gave her too many like,
it was kill or be killed. The way that chapter 1 went, like she needed dinner, and if she didn't get it, and that wolf got it, she might either be next or starve. So it was like very,
and she wasn't 100% sure it was a Fae. So I'm like, it just falls flat for me a lot. Where I'm like, this would have felt fine if Feyre was like, I don't even know why. It's that thing again. We cannot just let these people be bad. We can't let Feyre say, hey, maybe I want to stay in the Spring Court and abandon my family for a bit. Hey, maybe Feyre could have hated these Fae so much and conceptualized them so incorrectly as completely like just like the Naga as monsters and been like, I see one, I hate it, fuck it, it's my opportunity, I'm killing it. That wouldn't have made Feyre unforgivable to me.
No.
This whole plot arc could have happened if she had been like, that's a fae, and I think they're monsters, and I don't want it anywhere near my family, so it's dead.
Agreed.
And then them saying things like this would make more sense to me.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, right, she hated them so much. She saw one, knew it was one. It had nothing to do with her starving, and she killed it genuinely out of malice and hate.
Yeah.
We couldn't let Feyre
have that bad of a starting point.
I know, but why not? It's not even that bad. Am I crazy? I don't even think it's that bad.
Not in this world.
Would that really have ruined it for people?
I don't think so, no. A character coming back from, like, alien racism, like, why not? Why can't we do that?
I just think it's crazy. I don't know. So anyway, whenever he said, like, and you kill, like, how could you feel bad that fairy was dying when you killed Andros? Andros was just a wolf when I killed him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even know if it was a fairy 100%, and he was in the way of me getting food. I don't know. It's not the same.
Literally that. Yeah.
I don't think it precludes her from seeing a crying, dying thing and feeling bad.
No.
I don't. And then she says, because she wouldn't want to die alone, and that's something everyone deserves, human or fairy. Which is like, I don't feel like we needed to say any of this. Like, I feel like that was baked into the scene.
Motherfuckers need shit wrapped up with a bow sometimes.
You know what I mean?
So
like,
they need it. They need the post-Marvel credit ass, like, comment. It's just like, all right, we got it.
So
we understood.
She says right after that, I regret what I did to Andros. I regret that there was so much hate in my heart. I wish I could undo it, and I'm sorry. So very sorry. Now, number one. We go back to the, like, hate in my heart thing. I guess she's saying because she thought maybe it's a fairy and did it
good
anyway.
That it dies, yeah.
Sure, okay,
Yeah.
I don't know. But I feel like we could erase all of the, Feyre, why did you do this? I did it because this. And then go, if she just turned around and said, I regret what I did to Andros, I'm so sorry, that would have been enough. Like, I like that was the moment that made her say how bad she felt for it.
Yeah.
I felt it was weakened by having the question and the explanation beforehand.
I agree.
For me.
Yeah.
I feel like her saying sorry basically suggests that conversation.
Yeah, and it would have been
Before
that would have been much
right?
more effective. Yeah, if she just it spilt out of her like, I'm so sorry about what I did.
Then you're like, that's because her moment with this fairy where she held his hand and he died.
And then you get to have, because Talman doesn't say anything. He just
Yeah.
nods and walks off and does his thing in the woods or whatever. And I'm like, think of how powerful that would have felt too. Of like her being like, I just went through this. It's the rush of all those feelings. I fucked up. Apologizing to him. And then he kind of can like, because he doesn't even have to deal with this right now, and he doesn't. Like, he just nods and like, you know, of course, yeah, everything's washed away by next chapter, and it's so
literally
good.
washed away.
It's so good that wow, damn, those mirthy little stars
in that starlight pool.
Star bath. I agree. That would have been much more effective, and it would have felt powerful for the High Lord of the Spring Court to kind of be like, I see your character, a worthy apology, just nod and walk off, and
sure.
then just be like, okay, like you're starting to atone. Because Lucien said, you didn't even start to apologize. You didn't even apologize, much less make amends. You know?
Right.
This is both apologizing and making amends a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed a little too like, we're just saying the thesis
thing.
of the chapter.
Uh-huh.
So then she thinks about her apology. I couldn't remember the first time, if ever, I'd spoken to anybody like that. So she's never really apologized. For anything. I mean, okay.
You've never apologized?
All right, whatever. She's been living in
squalor,
harrowing circumstances. I don't know.
Sure.
That's an okay flaw, I think, for where we're at right now. This sort of implies that over time, she will be learning and getting better at that sort of thing. And I don't feel like that's what happens. So that's more the criticism. I don't care if she really starts there.
I take your word for it. But.
She wonders if she should kneel. I was not in this book. In this book, she does kind of follow a trajectory that makes sense in that way. It's just long term. You're kind of like, huh?
We lost the plot.
Yeah. Well, you know, when your characters get just so fucking cool.
I mean, I get it, right?
You don't have to do things like worry about things like that.
When I was
anymore.
younger, I had all these ideas for my emotional growth. But then I got fucking sick. And I just fucking forget all that lame shit.
Then I got a leather jacket and some sunglasses, and it was all over.
And a pack of cigarettes, and I was just fucking Fuck you, you know?
She
Should we smoke on this podcast?
that would be really weird. We should get like stage cigarettes.
Oh my, I have one somewhere. That was my Finley Hopper piece.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what that means.
That is a character from my D&D game.
I heard
and he's evil.
It tastes bad.
What, the fake cigarette?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. No, mine is a little cigar that lights up when you press a button. It's not a real fake smoking cigarette. No.
That would have been cool.
That would be. Well,
I wonder if anybody in this book will ever be smoking a cigar or cigarette. I don't think so.
King Iron, probably.
On his
bone throne. That's how this book ends. It's just like a panning shot of just like the King of Hyrule, like, get me, Feyre, you know?
That eats.
And then he puts it out on a skull. And it's her grandpa's skull.
And he says, no.
Oh, he's still alive? Like, what?
He's like sentient.
What the fuck? No, the bones are living?
Well, that adds a whole new dimension.
Of course it does. Dude's got living bones.
Okay, so anyway, she wonders if she should kneel and beg for forgiveness because if Tamlin felt so much heartbreak over this random fairy he's never met, he must have been really broken up about Andros. It's like, well, yeah, it was his friend, so yes. So she watches him take the fairy's body and go out into the garden, and then she's watching at the window upstairs, like in the hallway, as he carries the fairy through the moonlight garden and into the rolling fields beyond, which is nice. I like the imagery. I do like that she's always watching him through these windows, like go out into
infinite spring and
beautiful spring fields, and he's always doing something wild out there.
He's a prowling beastie.
Yeah, it definitely does give like a little bit of like all trapped in her tower, which, you know, we're gonna be like is bad later, but
yeah, right now is good, and that's isn't that the genre? Good. Like, isn't that why we're here? I don't know.
Half yes, half no.
What if Andros was like? What if it's like a Tim Robinson sketch, and like everyone was just like, we were getting tired of Andros. Like, she killed him, and it's like, oh, how could you do? You know, Andros sucked. Like,
it would be a crazy twist.
Yeah.
Nah, it sounds like Andros was a real one.
Was he?
Doesn't it sound like?
I thought so. We don't get more. Yeah. Oh, he was hanging out with them. So yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. It was their buddy. It was a trio.
What Andros, was it? Was it a trio?
I don't know.
Or was it just the two of them, and Andros was one of these unnamed soldiers?
They seem too sad about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe they'd be sad about those guys.
Where do these people come from? Like, we eventually learned
towns and villages in the Spring Court,
of which we've named 0.
I don't know that
which we've seen
even when we start
0.
going to them, I don't believe they have names. Well, that was that chapter.
Pretty good. Yeah, good job, Sarah.
Yeah, it was good. Like I said, if you haven't read it, just take our word for it. It's really sad when you read it. I thought the connection between Feyre and Tamlin was organic. I buy their connection way more in these scenarios than I do even in like the next chapter where they're being cute together.
Yeah.
I'm like more like, wow, that felt like it had some resonance. Those feel a little bit like
canned for something.
Okay, sure,
but
all right, whatever you say.
We gotta speed up the romance plot. Like, let's go.
So we hope that you guys are all going to have a fantastic holiday.
Happy
Almost holiday. And you know what our holiday wish would be? My poor Christmas wish if Santa would bring it for me.
Let's hear it.
My Hanukkah wish. It's on the
menorah. Yeah.
I'm lighting the candle thinking about this. I'm not Jewish, but if I were, my Christmas Hanukkah wish is for you guys to like, subscribe, comment, I don't know. Like, subscribe on YouTube. It does really help. Thank you. And follow us on social media at UTM Pod on Instagram, at UTM Podcast on TikTok. TikTok is definitely the way more active.
We're popping over there,
account. There's a lot of comments going on. If you want to like see what the people are saying, TikTok is definitely the place to be. YouTube comments are like, that's the real spot though. Because those people on TikTok, 90% of them don't watch the real shit. So comments here are the real shit.
This is our bread and butter. You know what I mean? This is where
the real people.
This is where the real ones.
But if you want to just see the yappers out in their
you want to see my responses.
That's true.
You want to see my AI generated Tamlin,
And you know what?
blinged out Tamlin
I don't
content.
love AI. Try not to use
Nah.
it for almost anything, but I did have to make.
It literally has
An
one use in
exception.
my brain, which is stupid ass shit. So
I had to make an exception because Frank has been making the reaction images of like Tablet and Lucien all blinged out are actually crazy. Yeah, so that is a benefit of going on TikTok. If you guys are audio listeners, if you can give us a little rating, thank you.
yeah, big 5 stars for your
Those are
for
my-
your,
and
your
those
boys
are
and girls over here. Yeah.
Comments in the YouTube section. These are my Christmas wishes. I wished
That's
upon
it.
the North Star.
Wow.
And thought about it.
Wow, yeah, it's Yule, it's Christmas, it's Hanukkah, it's Kwanzaa, I'm sure there's more.
There's so many things
And
it is.
and we are here for it. Thanks for the love, thanks for the gifts, and we'll see you next time.
All right. See you guys at post Christmas. Oh.
Under
See
the
you
mountain,
later.
mountain.
Bye.
Bye.